because I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of raw dog in it.
My heart hurt.
Why does your heart hurt?
Because of this.
That's racist. What the hell?
I have asked Miss Marina Thompson.
That's a crazy fucking...
No!
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Looking back to Two Girls, One Episode. It's not even one. Welcome.
That's actually British.
I was trying to do Prince Friedrich.
Oh,
Welcome back to Two Girls, One Episode, where we react, we roast, and we judge the fuck out of your favorite and our favorite shows. What is his accent?
I don't know, but you sound like someone, and now it's gonna drive me insane. Oh, you know who you sound like? You sound
Who?
like Wanda from WandaVision, the little baby one.
By the end of the episode, you realize it was all a bad dream. None of it was real.
Like there's like the younger girl that plays Wanda in WandaVision. It's really, yeah. Or maybe it's one of the Avengers movies. Anyways, Hunter, Tash, hi.
Oh my god! I just midway through that, I was like, man, I hope nobody like takes offense to this because I'm really just trying to do Prince Friedrich. But like, why?
Yeah, I mean, look, if like we're not making fun of anyone. We're just having fun. And to be fair, if like it offends you, we completely understand. Click off, go away, bye. Sorry about it. We do have fun sense of humor. We don't take things too seriously. So yeah, no, it's just fun. It's all in fun.
Speaking of, I have a British father-in-law, and he absolutely despises me whenever I talk. But looking back on the last episode, I can understand why.
He's like,
It's
you think this is great,
terrible.
and it's not.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I think I'm like fucking eating, but no.
Oh well, not all of us can be actors. Not all of us can be Nicola.
Have an amazing accent.
Yeah. But we are back with Bridgerton. If the accent didn't remind you. Season 1, episode 6, Swish.
It's the fucking episode.
Yeah, so
this episode's gonna be real short for you two.
So YouTube people, this might only be a 10-minute episode. So you might have to join our Patreon, which, like, just to catch the full reaction of this episode. But I mean, I'm sure Tash will have a fun time just condensing it and pushing record, like fast forward on these sections.
I was gonna say
Yeah. And so that might be what's happening. Because I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of raw dog in it.
That was like the first 20 minutes. I think that's what it is. That's what they do.
I love this for us. Well, because also anybody who doesn't know, if we continue, which we're hoping to, into 2026, we have got Spartacus on the queue, which is also just a series of raw dog in it. So. Cookies
and carriages.
I'm like, are they fucking in the back of the carriage?
No, that's a Pollen exclusive. Oh, they might.
Take it back.
Congratulations and stamina as they embark on the most exhilarating time in a young
And stamina?
Oh,
Girl.
Penelope doesn't know what the fuck she is talking about.
Talking of
This is acting like she and just like fucking around the town. Girl doesn't like. She's another one who doesn't know how babies are made.
Exactly.
It has been so long since we have been blessed with your presence, but I trust you will find everything to your liking.
I do not doubt it, Mrs. Coulson. I hope you have been well. May I introduce you, the Duchess of Hastings?
So where has he been living?
Looking forward to making your acquaintance,
Um,
Mrs. Coulson.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Oh God, with
Planned
Lady
everything to
Danbury.
make you both comfortable. But first
He's been with her.
served on the
Like,
Even
this
bef-
is his actual house. No, this is his actual house.
And
I'm
then
sure it'll be
So-
But whenever he went into Mayfair, he was with Lady Danbury.
But that made it sound like he's been gone for like
Months?
years. Oh, okay.
No, he's gone for months.
Jesus. I want to paint my ceiling with these.
I know. I
I just
love
don't
the
know how you do it.
floors.
Yours or mine?
Subtle.
It starts now.
Like,
Stop, shall see. Whatever will they think?
Doesn't matter.
that you're married?
And solace in the promise of the Duke and Duchess returning.
My heart
us,
hurt.
Bearing a surprise.
Why does your heart hurt?
Because of
This
this.
stresses. What the hell?
She has many new duties to attend to as Duchess. Things you should be learning yourself to prepare for your debut.
Making simpering conversation and pretending not to wince every time a man treads on my toes during a waltz.
I'm not good at those things, Mama.
I'm so Eloise. Oh my god.
Perhaps if you devoted as much time to your reporting lessons as you did to writing in your journal, you might feel rather better. Oh, and on that subject, in preparation for your season, I think it is high time we lowered your skirts to wear at home.
I have no time for a visit to the Modiste. I am busy. The Queen herself has charged me with discovering
I am
Isabel's
busy.
identity, and you have not
I've
really
got
much
things to do,
time.
mother.
Pray, may I
Here's
have
my
your
other thing.
attention?
Would Violet care if she was a spinster?
I would like
I
to
don't
make a
think she
small
would.
but
Yeah,
important
I think she
announcement.
would.
She
She
would?
wants all her children to like
I've had
have
news from
love,
Papa.
be in love.
But what if her love is not?
I have asked Miss Marina Thompson to be my wife, and she has accepted.
No!
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Oh my gosh. I expected... This one's pissed.
Look, Violet is not happy.
She's like, bitch, no.
People are looking.
What does her face say? Her face says no, dumbass.
Her face is like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm like, this is why you're single. You can't read, woman. It was plastered all over her face.
I was thinking you would probably respond like this, and how little I would care to hear.
Do you think this is a joke? Poor mother was beside herself.
Mother seems perfectly happy to me. She congratulated us.
So, you compromised?
He's such a kid.
I'm a gentleman.
Then why ever would
Why
you...
does anyone marry? Love, of course.
But of
Look,
course,
I know you were still rather green.
You're not in love,
That
dude.
is my fault.
No.
For taking you to brothels when you returned home from Eton. So if this is simply a matter of getting your wish...
that's a
really are happy,
crazy
It's
fucking.
what comes of not sowing your wild oats.
What?
The first you say you're
You dumbass got married. I should have taken you to go get fucked for money. Like,
It is
what?
not my
do you mean?
fault, nor Marina's, that you cannot fathom true attachment.
You were still a child, Colin.
I'm older than Daphne.
I
and
should
you're
have
happy
brought you
It's
to
not the same.
brothels.
I know how to have fixed your whole problem. Take you and get some boobs.
Sorry.
Fuck,
Wait, yo,
you know.
wait.
I shall speak with her.
Literally.
The truth is, I do not require.
Hasn't he
any
already done that
explanation, Marina
anyways?
Thompson.
Not
But I
in
would
this season.
Very much prefer to have your blessing.
Then I'm afraid I must disappoint you.
I'm like, he's well fucked by season 3.
He comes, yeah. In season 2, he's still the same, but he's like sworn off women basically in season 2.
Right.
Should they have told us what it was truly like? However, would we get anything else done at all?
They should have told you at least when you got married.
I must
Yeah.
go. Time to be Duchess of all of this. I must start learning the lie of the land.
You are already Duchess of all this.
Resent me if I do not take her talk.
How can you remember your fucking lines while doing this? I don't understand.
I shall do nothing of
No, but also,
Especially with a man that looks like that.
True. But I think also, though, like, you wouldn't want to be lying there half naked every 5 seconds being like, line,
Yeah, no,
Line.
I mean, definitely.
line. I'm like, I'd be like, can we get this over and done with as quickly as possible, please?
Line?
Line.
Line?
Sorry, brain doesn't work. Line. Like, 4 days later and you're only like 2 seconds into this scene.
I have prepared the study for you to work, Your Grace.
Jeffries, I am on my honeymoon.
The steward has left the records in some
Every fucking show we watch has a Jeffries in it.
And there are several letters from farmers.
They're just making sure that you're in all of the best shows. You won't be in Xena, though. Sorry about it. Your name is not very, whatever century that is.
I took the liberty of offering it patronage on your behalf.
Most thoughtful of you, Mrs. Colson.
Surely you would get
Perhaps you might
lost
give
in
the
your own
servants some
home.
time
I
to pretend as
know.
well.
There is
I just
much to be
imagine
gathered
like
from
having to
Duke and
clean
Suffering residence.
this fucking house.
Even
That's why
more
you
reason
have
to allow them some respite,
75 maids.
Well, the amount of dust bunnies I'd probably
Is that-
accumulate.
Duchess.
All of those statues would have
She was
been just
beautiful.
covered.
Thoughtful too.
I thought perhaps to redecorate a few rooms, but I wish to talk to you first. I would hate to change anything you are particularly attached to.
Then you may change it all. In fact, please do.
Now, do not jest. You must have fond memories or
No,
sentimental attachments. After all, this has been your home for many years.
She doesn't know like what he went
Paper the
through
drawing
yet.
room and flamingo pink
yeah, because
too,
they
I'm
don't
sure.
communicate.
Mm-hmm.
You need
For
no
two
trust.
people that spent a lot of time talking, they didn't communicate.
No, not about the deep stuff anyway.
This
No.
meet your approval?
Oh, without question.
And now they're damn sure not going to talk because they're just going to fuck for the next 75 days.
He's like,
Your Grace, should we go upstairs?
I have a better idea.
Nah, just push all of the food off the table and fuck on the table. Why not?
I mean, all he has to say is just get out, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Taylor Swift cover.
I can't. Swifties, don't kill me. I can't stand Taylor Swift.
In the rain, how cinematic.
I mean, sounds great in theory, but
Yeah.
not actually do it. I'd make out with you in the rain, but that's about as far as we're
Mhm.
going.
They're not technically in the rain now.
Oh no, they're outside though. Like, you're either on the grass or you're on concrete. You're gonna end up with concrete burns.
Mm-hmm.
And no, oh no. Oh, look at that. What did he put down? Did he pre-plan this? Or is that his jacket?
I don't know. I think it's a blanket.
So he pre-planned for them to
Maybe.
be fucking outside?
Or just a bad attention to detail moment.
Probably it's probably the latter, let's be sure.
I believed his physical inability to
I
have
love her maid.
preclude him from
causing such difficult entanglements.
But girl,
Yes.
so this is what's so interesting about
I'm
this.
quite
Like,
glad to say I was wrong.
is that like she's sitting here and she's like, oh, okay, well, I thought that him being unable to have children would mean that he wouldn't be able to have physical activities. You don't even know what the physical activities was, so how would you know that him not being able to have children would mean that he couldn't do physical activities?
Exactly. And then she knows. I can't remember what her maid's name is, but she knows what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So why isn't she saying anything about how naive she is?
Well, yeah, but I guess the maid doesn't know that he's like, you know, finishing on like a towel
that's
or
true.
whatever. So she
That is true.
doesn't know where the lack of children making is.
Yeah, that's true.
Mother, I have been courting Miss Thompson all season.
Did
Perhaps
you
you were
though?
so taken up
No.
by Daphne you failed to see it.
I knew you were flirting with her, but you flirt with plenty of young ladies. You always have, never in earnest.
Until now.
It is all happening so quickly.
Violet is such a crushing, like,
No one ever takes me seriously.
a character that creates so much emotion in a viewer because her heartbreak and disappointment is so palpable, and so
I
is
know.
her like
Never fear.
love and excitement for her children. Like it's
Like, you feel like she's disappointed in you right now, huh?
yeah, like she's so like, bro, you didn't tell me. I thought that our relationship was better, and like she has such a great relationship with all of her kids. I can
Yeah.
imagine she's just unbelievably hurt.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure all
Agreed.
of our fortunes are about to change.
Especially Collins.
You look very
Don't mock me.
Do not mock me.
Ow, the pettiness.
It pains me. You
Bama's
think
bit
every compliment on
her.
You don't pity me either.
I do not pity you, Penelope. I respect you. You have been a true friend since I arrived here, and I rely on your continued friendship and sympathy.
I continued silence.
Oh, it's so bad.
With me, I cannot bear it.
Well, I mean, you did entrap
Through this awful
Her
time
best
without
friend.
you.
Yeah.
No, let me.
regret it.
You did entrap her husband.
I would never bring scandal on you or our family, if that is what you ask. But I cannot condone your actions.
Lady Whistledown,
She
however.
fucking lied. Oh, okay.
I want you as.
I love it. At home,
Uh-oh.
when you're not courting, you can have it as high as you want to. But now that you're trying to find a husband,
You must call me Violet.
the fuck was
now.
that?
I insist.
Then,
To know now that our families will be
yeah.
joined.
I was like, are we gonna talk about the same thing? Because what was that curtsy?
You
She's
and
like,
Colin and the Viscount.
It's like, fuck's sake.
Well, I.
As the Duke has granted me
the
the
collar
honor
on
of
this dress,
our
I
village
don't
fair
like.
at this contest,
I don't
it is
like the
after
fabric.
careful consideration that I've decided that all three pigs have tied.
Stop trying to be like liked by all the people.
Yeah,
Just
that
like
actually made her like disliked.
I'd be annoyed. I'm like,
Because
there's a winner. Hello.
yeah, but there's a reason why they always pick a winner, and
Is there a
that'll
prize?
So the winner is the person that supplies like pork to the whole town.
Right.
And so if there's no winner, then there's nobody supplying. And they don't get the money from supplying.
But what happens to the
So-
other two pig farmers that have got like a whole lot of pigs that they're not selling?
Plot hole. I don't know.
I'm like, you've got
Yeah, really.
I'm like, you got 5 pig farmers. We only pick a winner, and only 1 pig farmer can feed the whole town. The other 4 of you are going out of business and hope that you come back next year and win. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, this is the fucking dinner. This is, dude, Penelope in this entire scene is just
I'm-
fucking hilarious.
Very sorry, but this plan of yours, I find it wanting. Deceiving Colin is one thing, but being at close quarters with his mother, that is quite another. Lady Bridgerton is shrewd. She has had 8 children.
Girl,
Trust she knows when she's being
you
managed.
have put on some big girl panties and decided to be savage as fuck. Tell me you're your mother's daughter without telling me you're your mother's daughter.
Exactly.
Violet now, remember?
And then with like the little kid voice on top of that.
Yeah.
Have you travelled at all
Savage.
beyond England? It's long been Colin's greatest ambition to travel the world.
Mom, she's just holding her cup down like that.
Fill up my shit.
In foreign
Oh my
parts.
god.
What think you, Lord Bridgerton?
I would not like to speculate.
Yes, indeed, I believe a honeymoon in foreign parts would be just the thing. Mr. Bridgerton, you might even make the most of this fine weather that we've been having if you choose to marry sooner rather than later.
Colin is still very young. I believe Lenthea.
Way to go, Anthony. The
Excellent.
one time. Yeah.
Mother, have I told you Miss Thompson is very accomplished at needlework? She really is quite brilliant. Puts my sisters to shame.
I can assure you that is
You have not seen my sister Daphne's embroidery. In all honesty, it is a battlefield.
God damn.
She's cutting the food.
Fucking breaking plates with her
Look.
knives. Bam! Yeah. The table collapses from the
God.
pressure.
Me thinking I'm eating and this is what I actually sound like.
Oh my god.
Do you like a basket? There's basket from Cliveden? Oh, a basket from Cliveden. There's. I feel that I've done something to offend the village. I know I'm new to the role, but I cannot imagine what I've done wrong so soon. What?
It was
the pigs.
You said that all 3 pigs won.
At the fair? I thought it the best outcome for everyone.
It is
tradition that the winner is allowed to supply pork to Cliveden for the next year. Oh, it's a great number of pigs indeed. When you could not choose a winner, no farmer won the contract, nor the income to go along with it. Simply speaking, you snubbed them.
I'll correct my mistake at once.
There you go.
I had no idea.
It's the dumbest.
How could you?
I don't know who wrote this into the thing, but you idiot. Because, like, that makes no fucking sense.
I know. It's just like, pay me for my pigs, regardless if I have the
Just
contract
go buy
or not. Like,
just go buy a pig. There's clearly at least 3 places to buy pigs.
yeah.
Like,
Is everything well?
Definitely.
what do you mean?
Setting up work in the East Wing.
And then, like, for me, it's just that, like, the one person who wins, every other person who's got pigs, what do you do with your pigs? Just, like, murder them and then just don't make any money for the year? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. Plot hole.
Literally.
I know I
But that's
have
fine.
made some missteps since I arrived. My mother taught me a great deal about being mistress of a household, but I'm not sure either of us ever imagined a house as grand as this one.
We're not going to talk about what
I'm
Violet
so very grateful
taught
for your
you.
guidance, Mrs. Coulson.
Isn't Violet a viscountess? Isn't that a little
The
bit
truth
more
is-
than like a mistress? I mean, not a
I
mistress.
Yeah.
think might not be entirely.
mistress.
She
This
ran
is,
the
of course,
house.
no reflection of you or any of your staff.
No. I
Right,
quite
yes. Your mother loved you very much, but
Master
she
Simon,
kept you a bit naive.
beg your pardon, His Grace, but his childhood was not always easy. After the death of my late
A duke
mistress,
is
the Duke
way
lived
higher.
almost
Like a duchess
exclusively
is
in
way
London.
higher,
Do you
though.
mean to say that
Yeah,
Simon
but
grew up
also
here on his own?
the higher up you
Best
go,
to
the
take
less
care
work
of
you
him
do.
and mind him as his mother would
True.
have wanted
Of course you did.
to. Every month when her courses came, it broke my heart to see her.
She was lucky to have you.
Everyone talked as though it was her fault, but how could they know that? It's not always the woman who is barren. Sometimes it is the man's fault, of course. Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm speaking out of turn.
No, not at all, Mrs. Coulson.
Well, she needs to know
You
this
say-
information, but it shouldn't be coming from you.
Well, I said to the Duchess what my mother said to me. A womb cannot quicken without strong, healthy seed. And then, just as she was finally
I
blessed with
hate the
Master
word seed.
Semen. The kid.
No, literally.
Why are you not dressed? I told
And
you
then
we were dining
dickhead
late.
number
Outside
2.
this
Yeah.
evening.
Tweedle,
Actually,
Tweedledum.
dickhead number 1.
Yeah. Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
But in all honesty, I ought to make you come along.
These two are-
Her faking an illness.
It would serve Lady Gartside right.
I've come
She
down
has
with
been
what Marina
forwarded a
has.
Dinner invitation from me, and now look, not a day after Miss Thompson's
Imagine.
announcement, and they all come crawling.
Enjoy your evening, Mama.
She doesn't even care that her kid is like sick.
Could you imagine having to carry
Dude,
around a
she's such an
candle?
idiot.
Like, if something goes
I would
missing, like, who do you think that she thinks is gonna be the one who's taken stuff? Like, it's not brain science.
I would love to be an actor and just like throwing all the shit everywhere and just causing a wreck, and then somebody has to clean that shit up and then redo the whole scene. Oh my god. She found what she's looking for. She's just sitting in her room.
How dare you? Look at the signature on Sir George's last letter, and this one from many months ago. So they are not the same. The slant of the lettering, it is all wrong.
Penelope, I'm tired. I have
This one. It was in the drawer in the back of Mama's desk. Marina, George never wrote those things to you.
What
He
does that
never
matter?
denied
The
love.
dude
He
hasn't come
never
back,
denied your
and he
child.
might be dead. So,
Marina,
even if you are correct.
I am.
You're
I did not
good.
deny.
Even if it is true, George has
Oh, is
still
that what she
replied to my
says?
letters. He has abandoned
Oh.
me.
Yep, there you go.
While Colin has embraced me.
Damn.
oh, it's almost like I've watched crime shows my whole life.
He's a fool. This changes nothing.
Watching shit with you makes me realize I have no critical thinking skills. I would have just been watching this like brainless, mindless.
But it's also why, like, I can't watch action films, and why action films annoy me. Is because, like, the plot holes are so massive. I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's not he.
You love him.
What?
No
It makes
shit.
sense now. Your objections, your meddling. You love Colin Bridgerton.
That took you way too long to pay attention to.
I believe I know so much more than you.
Mamma's had a face like a slapped ass for the last friggin' 17 days. Of course she's in love. Yeah.
Your love is not quite to be with child.
Oh, it took you this long to ask this question?
She knew this information. Why did you not ask her before?
No embarrassment.
Maids allowed to fuck around with whoever they want. Other than, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. They can be married.
Surely, he knows that something's up because she's sitting at the opposite end of the table.
Yeah.
Whole pick. Nah, bro.
Yeah. Which farm did this come from?
Literally, none of them have contracts.
They're not allowed to sell their pig.
No.
Oh, this is the scene. I think the line.
Because, like, I mean, shit, like, I guess it's more so the heartbreak of not having children, or the heartbreak of him deciding for the both of them that he can't have children.
It would be the deciding factor because that's betrayal.
Yeah, it's a like I mean, again, I think she probably would have still chose him if he said,
if he actually couldn't have children.
No, but even I think if he had gone, look, I don't want to have children, and these are the reasons why. Because he has legitimate reasons. I mean, hell, he could use his mum dying in childbirth as a legitimate reason as to why he doesn't want the love of his life to have children, because he can't bear the fact of her losing her. Like,
yeah,
it's the fact that he couldn't be bothered to give her the courtesy of telling her the truth.
Of the honest truth, yeah.
Daphne! What did you do?
I'd hoped it was not true. I'd hoped I was mistaken, but clearly I was not.
How could you?
How could I? How could I? You lied to me.
I did not lie.
I trusted you. I trusted you more than anyone.
Yes, you fucking lied.
You.
Literally. Because if you couldn't have children, this wouldn't matter.
It's lying by omission.
And will not
Yeah.
are two entirely different things.
Yeah,
You chose
100%.
this for yourself. You chose to lie to
I did
me.
not lie. I thought you were prepared. I thought you understood how a child came to be.
You took my future from me.
And if y'all would have talked, you would have known.
But also, surely, the fact that you had to already have a sexual conversation with her earlier on, and she already told you she didn't know shit.
I would have died for you. You were the one who insisted on this union. You told me I was enough.
That was before I knew you. Do you know
You are enough, but you lied.
Poor Simon, I thought how it must pain him to know that he will never know what it is to be a father. And I never asked for your betrayal. I may not know much, as you have made abundantly clear, but I do know one thing. I know that is not love.
This is a far better scene than the I burn for you.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not as rapey as I expected.
Mm-hmm.
What
was it like in the book?
Like, I guess pretty similar, but I had heard, like, from, Twitter and stuff that it was, like, insanely, like, I thought way worse than that. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought it was, like, in the book...
Like him just being like, no.
Yeah. Like, in the book, it's very similar in the fact that, like, in the way that it came across. So that's very true to the way that the book is. But, yeah, just from what I'd heard on Twitter, I just expected it to be more of an aggressive no and an aggressive stop.
Yeah, because he never said no or stop. He just said wait. But, I mean, we're not gonna...
semantics. He did weight is the same, but it just wasn't. And it's not diminishing the context of what happened because,
I mean, she did it on purpose.
She did,
so that's technically.
The difference is that she knew what she was doing and she made a conscious choice to do it without his permission. But I guess it falls into the same realm that he's done the same sort of thing to her, but obviously very different contexts. But yeah, no, it wasn't as aggressively disgusting as I expected based on what I'd heard.
That's fair.
Which is, still bad, but...
We love have the power to inflict the greatest scars. For
And then
one
this
thing is
bitch.
so fragile.
After she just coming back from ruining that girl's life.
Literally. Oh, baby.
Yeah. Like, I feel bad for her, but I also know, like, what she did.
Yeah. Like, I just think that, like, all of these people, I'm like, this man has not trusted his wife. Marina has not trusted her so-called future husband.
But to be fair, I don't think in this time period, I don't think they talked a lot.
They didn't.
No.
Wretched means.
Like, yeah, no, they definitely didn't talk. You didn't have, like now everyone is like communication. If you want a relationship, communication is the biggest thing. And I just, the communication was not a thing back then because women were told women didn't have autonomy or, a mind of their own. So, like, I can understand why it was done in the way that it was done, but it's just a bit hard to watch when you supposedly love somebody.
Yeah. That's shitty. That's why a lot of people don't like them too, because of all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, again, I completely understand and I know why you wouldn't like them. I think communication, again, is a big thing, but you're also looking at it through the lens of now and not of the lens of then. And they do love each other deeply. They just don't know how to communicate, and that's very different because it's not a time where it's not like who is going to teach him to communicate, who is going to teach her to communicate, who's going to like, they don't know that trusting the person that you love with information is a sacred thing. Like, it could get told to every man and a dog.
I guess my thing is, how are they not asking questions? Like, how are they asking questions to their maids?
Because they're taught not to be inquisitive.
But who gives a fuck? I'm taught. I'm gonna ask. If I have a question, I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, but that comes from a time when it's okay to ask questions and where everyone is kind of taught from a young age to be inquisitive. I'm like, in this period, you're taught to be a wife and a homemaker, and that is your job, and whatever your husband says goes. Like, they go and they marry for station. Like, you go and you marry someone who has been taught how to be how to run a household. Like, you're taught how to look after babies. It's literally your job, like, to make them and then look after them. That is your sole purpose as a woman in this time.
What would you rate that episode?
I liked it better than the last one, so maybe like a 7 or an 8. I think.
Interesting.
I think that their conversation, the betrayal conversation, was I preferred that conversation to the "I burned for you" yearning conversation. Because I just think the last episode with the love declaration, like, we knew about that. We knew that it was coming. We already knew that they were loving each other. So it kind of like a little bit less cluster. Whereas like this betrayal conversation is been building and a long time coming, but as a conversation you didn't expect to actually happen because, like we say, they don't talk. So you never expected this blow up to occur.
And a few others occur after. Well,
But anyways, if you enjoyed this reaction and would like the full unedited version, you can join our Patreon below. We are a few weeks ahead on Patreon. Heck, we might have even finished season 1 already. And our next show is Yellow Jackets. And we also have a Patreon only show, which is RuPaul's Drag Race.
I don't want them to hear it every time.
Every time. It's got to be only on special occasions. But please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time that we upload. But yeah, we will see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.